Love thy neighbor or fear thy neighbor, depending on how they price their home. Today we need to talk about something called the relative choice effect. And right now it is more important than ever, with more homes coming on the market for sale than there have been in a lot of years, that you understand that buyers are going to use the relative choice principle in order to make a decision on making an offer. Buyers will put more weight on a home in a specific neighborhood or subdivision than they do the general stats that real estate agents like to post on their social media profiles, like sales are up or this percentage, because it has nothing to do with that particular street or neighborhood. A buyer is going to decide whether your home is overpriced or not based on what other homes they can buy that they consider similar. Now you can say, but my cabinets are solid wood and the other ones are laminate. But to a buyer, very often that's not going to matter in most price ranges. They're going to see cabinets as cabinets, and if they like the color and they're functional, then the price is going to win. That is why we always come down to the idea of location, location, location when we talk about real estate. But you've got to remember that your neighbor's home that has a sign in the front yard is now going to dictate whether it's bigger, smaller, nicer, not as nice as your home you're planning on selling. They will have more effect than the other comparables anybody can show you. One thing we know as agents is that when one home in a neighborhood goes on the market, in normal times, it is very, very, very common for another home in the neighborhood to go on the market pretty soon after the first sign goes up. It just happens. What both sellers need to realize is they're actually in competition with each other. And one thing we do not want to be a part of as a seller is chasing the market. A race to the bottom, if you will. Both start at 800,000 and then somebody drops to 790 and then the other drops to 785 and the next drops to 780, and then all of a sudden a buyer might write an offer on both homes at 760, and whichever neighbor accepts that offer is the one that's going to set the precedence for what a home is worth in that neighborhood. You want to be first. Sort of like the TV drama courtroom shows that you've watched, where maybe there's 4 defendants and the DA comes in and they say, look, we're going to offer you a deal. You turn witness on your co-conspirators and you testify for us. We're going to drop the charges. You have till tomorrow to think about it. Oh, and by the way, we've offered the same deal to the other 3 people that are going on trial with you. Whichever one of you takes it first gets the deal. The rest of you, no such luck. We don't want to be held hostage to what the neighbors are doing. So again, the reoccurring theme is let's set the price right the first time and get it done, and let's be first. It is always more important to be first. If you're thinking about selling, we want to be first on the market and we want to be first in escrow. If we can't be first on the market, we definitely want to be first in escrow. I don't want your neighbors dictating how much your home is worth in the eyes of a buyer when we go to sell.